Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a absolutely fabulous day here. Today, I did want to talk about something and give you my last minute thoughts on this before it does go in release, which is Noir. Her banner is going to kick off basically, I think in the next 24 hours, or within that, we should see the banner launch. So keep that in mind, that is happening. But again, I did want to give my quick, 10 cents, if you will, right? And go over everything just so you know before she does go in release. Because there are some things that I have said and I've seen get put around that I want to make sure is clear with everyone so we know, okay? And something else surfaced recently. So let's talk about that. Like, subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's jump into it. So first thing, the thing that recently surfaced, and just so you know, I really won't talk about this outside of this video, the next banner is not a limited banner. We know this, okay? I'm not going to say what it is. I can get attacked for that. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Shift up, calm down, keep it to yourselves, or chill out. But the next banner is not limited. So just know that if you want to pull for these characters, the next banner is not limited. Maybe the one after that is, we don't know. We don't know, okay? But I can confirm for you, it's a story character coming up soon, and I won't say anything more than that. That's it. At the end of the day, that's it. Again, I could be speculating here. I could be speculating, wink, wink, speculating, all right? With that, moving forward, there is Blanc, there is Noir. Noir's banner, and I will say this, and I want to make this clear. Yes, in my opinion, and I think this is the correct opinion, Blanc is more tied to Noir than Noir is tied to Blanc. Got it? What that means is, this character, in my opinion, kind of needs, Noir for the big buff. For this to kick off, you need Noir. And I personally think that Blanc is more so in need of Noir than Noir is in need of Blanc, because Noir doesn't really lose that much, right? She's a buff to shotgun comp. She is a gravedigger, just annihilator. That is what she is at her core. And for a lot of people, that is good. That more so, I will say that Blanc is not the free-to-play character, but the one is Noir, right? You lose a part of the kit, you do, I'm not lying there, but I think that the kit with Blanc and losing this part of it is more detrimental than what Noir is. So, theoretically, if you missed Blanc, or if you just want Noir, you can go for her. She's not bad, she's waifu material, she's a good character, and I personally think she's more of that free-to-play standpoint, due to the fact that you don't need Blanc, all right? In some sort of capacity, you don't need Blanc. The thing is, for Blanc to work, you need Noir to kick off that burst. Again, I know people say that Blanc works on her own. Go with it. Go with that as the thing. Understand that in your own mind. But I do want to say this as a fact, that yes, Noir doesn't really need her as much. You're losing a part of the kit. It's not, again, detrimental. That's the word I want to use and make this clear. It's waifu. Go and summon for waifu. Go and have fun. She is a standard banner unit, though, as always, with any banner. You can just wishlist them and pull them later. But they are bunnies, they are hyped, and people really are looking forward to these two characters. So go have a blast, right? Just have fun with it. Again, with Noir, I wanted to show it to you just to at least prove my point here. Again, if you go down here, this is where it is basically, right? Activates with an ally from the same squad, which is again Blanc. Still on the battlefield, affects all allies. The hit rate goes up and the damage to the interruption part goes up by 20%. Okay? That is the part that you lose. Because not having Blanc, you lose that part. 20% damage interruption part also kind of sucks. So you do lose those two things, which they don't suck. It kind of sucks to lose them, which is there. But again, it's not that much, right? You're still getting the whole purpose of affects allies with shotgun. So again, Gravedigger there. The damage interruption part, there you go there. Activates this, max ammunition capacity goes up by 5 rounds for 10 seconds. And then again, the reload is 40% of the magazine. Again, this is also when you actually get the character, you're not hitting 10 anytime soon. So you have like 4 or 5, which again, we have to understand that these percentages will be lower. Though again, I don't have the lower percentages. Can I like lower the number? No, right? We're stuck at that? Yeah. So when the character releases, obviously you're not going to hit those percentages, but whatever it is for a character, I mainly think you're summoning for waifu, or if you want to just go and slaughter, that word is correct, slaughter, Gravedigger, this is a character to kind of help you with that. And again, shotgun comp is there. Really, I would say that Blanc is more of the PvP character. People have been saying that Noir will be like the PvP character, but I think Blanc serves that purpose more. So if you are a PvP player, realize that if you want to pull for Blanc and do all of that, it may actually help you in Arena. I have seen a lot of people advocate this. I don't like PvP in this game. I don't. I'm going to be very honest with you. You'll never see me play it. I literally just play it for the gems when I need to, and that's it, or the daily when I need to. But I'm not like the biggest fan of PvP, so I apologize for that in advance that I didn't do that research into it. But yes, Blanc is pretty good there. Again, I don't know about Noir just yet. We'll have to see when she drops and all of that. But again, when you look at these two waifus, they are waifus. That's what they are at the core. Blanc is more so the star of the show kit-wise. Calm down. Not saying looks. All right. Your waifu is your waifu. But kit-wise, it definitely goes down to Blanc. And again, with Blanc, yes, you may be losing that 40-second cooldown, which is, I say big. I know people say, no, it's not. That 40-second cooldown doesn't matter. Remember, when you do, like, there's both pros and cons to it, correct? There are both pros and cons to her kit. Yes, you lose the 40 seconds, but the thing is, you have to put Noir on your team, and that will force you to switch up your team comp and force you to specifically pick out the burst 2s and do all of that. So again, that will be a problem also, right? So there are pros and cons both to using and not using. You lose the 40 seconds, you gain the 40 seconds. That happens to both sides. But for what she is on her other side of her kit, she's pretty good, right? Teaming her up with Senti, I saw a lot of people talking about that. Like your shields are constantly up. It's actually huge, that entire comp that I saw. But again, she's not a DPS. Don't expect her to do DPS. And especially if you're removing Noor from her damage with her technical burst is non-existent, right? It'll happen every 60 seconds, which, think about that, it's going to be very rare to kick off at least 2 of these per match. That's about it, all right? Even if you innately remove the cooldown or lower that cooldown, it's still poor, okay? At the end of the day, it is, so again, with this character, you're losing on damage, but for what she is a support character, remember, she's not a damage dealer. When you put her up with Noor, that increased damage to all the enemies is huge. Hence, it turns her into an outstanding support damage dealer in a way, right? So realize that at the end of the day also, but again, I still think that when the characters drop, always just look around, investigate the characters, understand how their kits work and how they operate. As 2 waifu characters, they are more than pretty good, and for what they are, that's it. Again, don't compare them to Dorothy. I hate that. People are comparing these characters to Dorothy and saying, why would I pull? Dorothy's much better. Which, that's a pilgrim, that's a festival anniversary unit. She's gonna be broken, all right? And no, these characters are not on par with Dorothy, but for what they are, they're great and they're actually usable and can help you in a lot of content, all right? So for what they are pretty good. And again, if you are saving for anything beyond this, the only 2 things we know of are summer banners, which have to happen. It's a gacha game. It is a waifu gacha game. So the chance of us not getting a waifu summer banner is so slim. And then the fact that, yes, there is a collaboration, though again, we don't know when it is. You are saving potentially till August, till September. We don't know. So those are the only 2 things beyond this point that we know of, besides the fact that the next banner is not limited. So just keep that in mind. And again, who knows, actually, they might just last second screw us and make that a limited banner just because, but I don't think they will. All right, let's just say no. So again, that's my last minute thoughts on Blanc and Noir. Noir's banner will release shortly. Is it reset? Does anybody know the exact time? Is it reset? That's when we get it. I completely forget how these updates work. It's been so long since we had one. But when it does drop, decide. You still have time. Blanc will be gone before you get the announcement for the next banner. That is true. You have no chance with Blanc beyond this point to know what the next banner is. But before Noir leaves, you will know the next banner. So you'll have that decision in the back of your head like, yeah, I want Noir. Yeah, I want Blanc. It's fully up to you. You'll have to make the decision then. And when the next banner's info drops, decide, do you want that or do you want this, right? So again, that's my last minute thoughts. Just wanted to get it across. You already know my plan. I've already specified my plan. I'm not summoning on these banners just because I've already just used pity. I cannot do that. I'm gonna hope to wishlist these characters and pull for later on characters. I'll see what's next, but I plan to skip because I already have Senti. I already have like a well-made team, and I can kind of already beat Gravedigger. So not needed for me. But you can be a different scenario. These are your waifus. Hey, go and have fun. I'm not gonna stop you. With that being said, again, peace out, enjoy. That's my plan. Collab coming soon in July. You have time for that. Next banner is not limited. Summer banner at some point. Waifus in front of you. 2 rabbit bunny female characters. It's a blast. Go have a blast.